Hello everybody and welcome. This is Spoony with another shipbuilding tutorial for Starbase. In this video, we're going to build a handheld mining laser. These are really useful when you find those large asteroids and your main lasers have taken out the majority of the ore, but you need to go in and get the rest of it. Since using a pickaxe can be a little bit tedious, these handheld mining lasers help speed the process up and still help you avoid having an inventory full of that shell ore. So to build this, you're not going to need a whole lot. You don't need any ULL at all. All you're going to need is a panel base, a simple button, and I chose to use the 12x24 just because it's a little easier to hit. You'll need a mining laser, utility tool body, a fixed weapon mount number 2, 2 utility tool and rail cannon capacitors. You'll need 3 hard points, 2 resource bridges, and then 3 batteries. So to put this together, we're going to attach the mining laser to the utility tool body. We're going to attach that to the fixed weapon mount. And we'll place the utility tool and rail cannon capacitors into the cradle in the back of the utility tool body. We'll attach that to a hard point. And then the 3 batteries we'll just place together. And then we'll rotate these and attach them to the hard point with the laser. You're going to want to try to make sure that the hard point is overhanging just a little bit so that we can access those plugs underneath. The next hard point we're going to attach underneath but off to the side a little bit. Again, we want to be able to access these plugs. This is what we'll attach our resource bridge to. Next, we'll attach the panel base. You're going to want to pay attention to this groove on the side of the panel base. Whatever you attach needs to be set into that groove in order to receive power. Sometimes this has trouble connecting, so just place it wherever it'll fit. And again, this little ridge on the bottom of the simple button is what we're going to place into that groove. So there is a small button that doesn't require this panel base, but it's really difficult to find it outside of the ship editor. So for those who are building this out in the world, I wanted to use a panel base and a simple button just to make it easier. So we'll go ahead and change the name value of the simple button to just HL for handheld laser, and then we'll do the same on the mining laser itself. We'll also change the beam length to 20, which is its maximum. And then we'll move on to the resource bridges. Don't forget to be bolting everything together as you go. So for the resource bridge that's attached to the handheld laser, we're going to change the flow out to a 0 and leave flow in as a 1. And we're going to do the opposite for the resource bridge that we'll be attaching to our ship. The flow in will be set to 0 and the flow out will be set to 1. So if you already have a resource bridge attached to your ship, you will still need this second resource bridge. This resource bridge that we're attaching to the ship will not have a pipe connection. If it has a pipe connection, this won't function. The only connection this resource bridge can have is a cable connection. If it has a pipe connection, then it'll search for fuel, and it will be trying to transfer fuel instead of electricity. So now that we've got that resource bridge attached to our ship, the last thing we need to do is connect all of the cables on the handheld laser itself. So this is pretty straightforward. We're just going to be connecting the cables from each of the hard points into the batteries, and then make sure there's a cable that connects to the panel base as well. And that's it. Now we can jump into test mode and make sure everything's working. So first we'll test to make sure that the laser is actually working and that all the batteries are draining. Next, we're going to attach the 2 resource bridges to one another. And after a few seconds, the ship should start transferring power to these batteries. And the reason you'll need 3 is because if you have less than 3, then they'll drain before the ship ticks over again and recharges the batteries. But as you can see, you can grab the laser then and move it around. You could even use it as a makeshift weapon if that became necessary.